Hello, guys. So in this journey of becoming an AI engineer, since we have decided that we're going to use Python, today we're going to install Python. Actually, two things that we're going to do, according to my notes. You're going to install Python, as well as we're going to install a text editor, slash, we can call it an IDE. So an IDE or a text editor is sort of like a development environment, a place where you can actually type your lines of code and then they get compiled and run, and yeah, you can actually see whatever or tell the computer anything that you are actually trying to achieve. So that was just for those that have no idea of what's a text editor, what's in IDE. So yeah, it's a place where we are actually going to write our code. Okay, cool. So to do that, to download Python, all you need to do is to come to downloads, click here. Depending with your operating system here, you can just, I'm on Windows, so you can just click Windows, and then depending with your machine, you can just download the installer here. Once you downloaded the installer, you just need to follow instructions. I've already downloaded it some time ago, so all you need to do is just double click on the installer, click follow the steps that are there, just follow until it's installed, and to see that it's actually installed, all you need to do is come to here to your search bar if you're on Windows, or just click here on Windows, and then all you need to do is to click CMD just to check this command prompt, and then you click on this command prompt and you see this screen. And then when you see this screen, all you need to do is to type py and you click space, and then you say dash dash, and then you say version, and then hit enter. So depending with the Python version that you have installed, you actually see it here, and depending with the time also that you're going to watch this video, probably there will be newer stable versions as well. So yeah, that's what you can do here as well. Yeah, and that's another important thing, that you just need to download a stable version and not the one that are in the pre-release version. Since we are learning, we really need to make sure that everything that we are using is actually cool. Another thing that you can do to check is you can come here and then just type Python, just to check if you have installed it correctly, and you see here Python with the version and written up here, and then just click on the app, and then you'll be prompted to this. This is sort of like an IDE as well, where you can actually type Python code here. For example, I can type print and then open bracket, and then this, and then you can just type hello world, and then close that code, and then close the bracket as well, and then just hit enter. You see that it types hello world here. Another thing that you can do here as well is to say print, and then you can open bracket, and then you can just say 5 plus 5, and then close that, and then hit enter. You see it gives us 10 here. Don't worry if you know what's print, whatever here. We're gonna talk about that in future when we really start the actual course. So this is just for you to just know that we have successfully installed Python. Another thing that we were supposed to do is to decide on the IDE or the text editor that we are going to use, a place where we are actually going to use to write our code. And I've decided to actually use Pycharm. There are others there that are out there. One of the best that I use for other development is Visual Studio Code by Microsoft, but I've chosen to go with Pycharm. There is a free version for this, the development or the community edition for this. So yeah, I think in the next video I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the IDE and to see how it works, just for those that are new, including me as well, who hasn't used this before. Yeah, but what I can tell you for now is that this takes a little bit of memory, so you need a little bit of a better computer, probably at least 8 gig RAM, or maybe 4, I'm not sure, but yeah, at least 8 gig will be fine, so that you can use it. But you should be able to follow along on any other text editor for the things that we are going to do on this Python course, because it's just really going to be development or introductory stuff. So all you need to do here, if you're going to use Pycharm, you just need to click download and it will take you to this page, and you just need to make sure you download the community edition. The professional one you need to pay, plus I'm sure it's for big enterprises, big companies, but for just general, for us and mostly anything that we want to do, you can do it in here. So yep, you can just download, click download here, and once you have download here, it'll come here. You just need to double click, follow the steps, and then leave everything on the default. And once you are done, I'm sure you're gonna be taken to a page like this. If you haven't created any project, you see something like this button, create new, open, and you won't have this. So what you just need to do is to, as an example, is to create a new project, and then you have a default location here. You can do whatever, you can point it to wherever you want or leave the default, but just make sure that you can actually go there and check. Or another important thing just to know is to change or give it a name that you want. In my case, I'm just gonna call it demo. So a new project here is just like a folder, so this is just gonna create a folder, and then I have actually just leave this checked to just say create a project with the main.py. We'll talk more about this, but then yeah, just give it a name that you want and then click create. This might take a little bit of a while depending with your machine, but once you are here, you get directed into here. So we are sort of like in an IDE or integrated development environment, a place where we write our code. So you guys, like most of you, I'm not sure what's going on here as well, but we're gonna, trust me, we're gonna go through this journey together, and we're going to succeed. So if you have done this, if you have reached this far, congratulations, you have managed to install Python, and you have managed to install an IDE to run Python. So I think one thing that we can do here is to just delete all this code and then just type print, and then put those and put these ones as well, and say hello world, and then you should be able to see something like a button here. That's when you hover on it, just say run. So if you just click run, down here, that's where the output or the result will be. So you should be able to see your hello world here, down here. So yeah, congratulations guys, we have actually installed these two. We're gonna talk about this first program that we have already done in the next video. So thanks very much.